guys, welcome to our Twisted Metal Season 2 finale review for the three of you who are left watching this series.
It's a great show. Okay?
Well, hold on. It actually is better than it was last season. We famously were downvoted to hell and had the opposite opinion of everybody in the world that season 1 was garbage. And I think I ended up giving it like a 2 out of 10. However, we watched the first 3 episodes, found the vibe a little better. Was poking fun and teasing at the high school drama kind of stuff that with the Raven and her ex-girlfriend or her girlfriend that passed away and like a backstory and stuff. But overall, it had a better vibe. Calypso was in the front. It was about a tournament with cars, and we had a positive vibe. So we have now seen the other 30 episodes. It's 12 episodes total, so we see the other 9. And we've invested our time in and if AngryJoe starts something, AngryJoe show has to finish something. So here is our conclusion of it. Now, I will say that it continued the silliness, and there were more car battles in Season 2, which I very much appreciated. Yes. I tried to go back and look at the numbers for Season 2, seeing how it's doing compared to Season 1. Apparently, Peacock TV does not release their streaming numbers. I can understand why.
I don't think it's pretty good, because they would want to boast about that.
It is doing a lot better in critics. Critics is like, very high, 90%. I think people really enjoy it. But we can't see how successful it is. Now, anecdotally, our review for it, IGN's review for it, other reviewers who are putting out material for it, breakdowns and reviews, very low amount of views on all of those. And so to me, that tells me that interest is tepid. I would almost bet that Season 2 is getting lower viewership than Season 1. And it's a shame, because I do think Season 2 is a lot better. We have more car battles. We have more interesting characters. We have characters from the video games coming in, Junkyard Dog and some of these other creative characters. They make new ones. This Frost lady with her tits are frozen off and shit. And we have Grimm from the video game, very popular. And then they make up some other ones, and so that is better. And then we have a few initial rounds of a tournament. They try to keep it fresh. It's not exactly like the video game where it's just an arena where the cars drive around and battle each other. They'll give different assignments. One episode is find 3 flags. One episode is drive and deliver something. Another episode is just a fucking destruction derby in a circle. So this I appreciate, and this I thought made the season better.
And the lightning round one.
And the lightning round. And then, out of nowhere, the series just kind of takes a left turn, and it becomes a high school drama, and they're in a fucking high school, and they're doing prom, they're doing finding themselves, they're doing little cliques and friendships. And initially I thought, I'm gonna hate this, I don't like this, I want to get back to the Twisted Metal, but I actually liked it. And I will admit that I thought it was kind of funny and kind of fun. The high school reunion thing, it's stupid, it's goofy, it's different, it's juvenile, but it's kind of charming. And I think it only works because it's embracing the over-the-top humor, the dumb shit, and I ended up liking it and tolerating it for the amount of time. And so as long as we would end up back in the tournament and have a satisfying conclusion. Well, we do end up back in the tournament, and I found Calypso fascinating. I think one of the better parts is Calypso, and his performance from Anthony. What's his name? Do you remember his name? He was Metamorpho in Superman, putting in a great performance as him. Very creepy laugh.
Anthony Carnegie.
Yeah, and I liked him. But we get to the tournament finally. We get some car battles, and things are going well, and I'm like, okay, we have established each character, like Axel, one of a scene stealer, an absolute badass.
Fan favorite.
He is motherfucking splayed out in a T-pose with big-ass muscles. He's got big wheels. This is just amazing. And he is one of the better parts of the series. I wish there was more Axel. But by the end, I feel like they dropped the ball. On the final 2 episodes, they introduce a final boss for them to go through. And I
don't get this.
Was rolling my eyes so hard. Like, they were doing so fine. And then it turns into motherfucking Power Rangers.
It was.
It was
I was like,
literally
why
Power
would you not
Rangers.
have another, like, contestant, like a badass car? I don't know.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. Joe has not played the games. Reminder,
like
Joe still needs to play the games. Minion
you
is a big-ass
You need to play my game.
tank-like car. Vigilante, I have. It's not as good as Twisted Metal series. That's why they didn't make as many. But, and they just get this wrong. And this fucking Minion shows up without a car. It's
doing Power
Metal.
Ranger moves, all these bad CGI.
They hired the cinematographer for Power Rangers because they do that slow-mo thing where the bullets are hitting
coming up in the back.
Sparks and then explosions in the back. And I am like, what the fuck? And then from there, everything falls apart. And the final episode is a parody of a parody, and I thought it was dumb as fuck. So despite me liking the second season and it taking a left turn where they go to high school, and I'm like, this is going to be stupid as fuck. No, it's charming. I like it. It's hilarious. Let's get to the car battles. The final car battles happen. We start off good, and then they fumble the ball. That's how I felt about season 2. Do I think it's worth purchasing Peacock TV to watch all 12 episodes? Now that it's all out in one go, if you just get a single month of service and cancel it after a single month, remember to cancel, right? Then I think kinda, it's so goofy. There is nothing like this out there. It is Twisted Metal, and it is nothing to do with Twisted Metal. And it has everything to do with Twisted Metal. And sometimes they take wild swings, right? And some of them hit, most of them miss. But I thought it was fun enough to where I'm like, yeah, you can do 1 month. But other than that, Peacock TV has no relevance. This is its only, at least to us gamers, this is its only like relevant show. Unless you like, what is it, Friends or something? What
they have Parks and Rec.
They've got everything that NBC has and shit.
Yeah.
So I guess your normies already have Peacock that want to watch reruns for the rest of their fucking lives. I'm more interested in creative, unique content, new content. And so whereas Paramount had Halo and fucked that up, Peacock has Twisted Metal.
But it was getting better.
And it was getting better, and then the ending just lost all faith in it. And I'm not excited for a season 3, which they are clearly baiting so hard for a season 3. Now, I don't know how it works on Peacock TV, where Peacock are these independent creators, and they're like, okay, please get us the next season. Or is Peacock like, okay, we know this is our lost leader, and we know this is original programming, and we have to attract new people, not just people that like our library anyway. So we're willing to take a loss to keep this going, and we'll build in that you guys are going to get a season 3, and that's why they bait season 3 so hard. And let me just tell you right now, season 3 has nothing to do with the video games. So it's almost as if they heard a lot of feedback from the fans. It's like, can we get to the fucking tournament, please? Is this Twisted Metal? Yeah, all that stuff was funny and great. That's everybody else. Us is like, that stuff was stupid and dumb. Where's the tournament? They're like, okay, here's your tournament. And now they're like, now that we got that out of the way, let's get to the important story. The innies versus the outies. What? Are you excited for the innies versus the outies?
I'm not at all.
And I hate that we have to come here and shit on it because there were 9 episodes where I was having a great time. 7 episodes, and I was right. If we were doing this weekly, there's a few episodes like, all right, Twisted Metal, I'm enjoying your stuff, and I've still enjoyed myself. That's why I say buy 1 month of the service, watch them all right now, cancel it. All right, what do you guys think of Twisted Metal Season 2? Alex with a big old smile on his face.
I think this, is getting a little bit better, but I honestly wouldn't subscribe to Peacock for this. I honestly found the tournament kind of lackluster. It wasn't. I thought it was going to be a little bit better.
Yeah.
And even when we did see like some of the cool cars, I hated the editing because like it would cut away. I guess because of budget, cut away to like them talking about something else. They're like, no, take me back to the car stuff. I wanted to go see all the cool stuff. That and the high school stuff, I did like a lot of the moments with Sweet Tooth. He's like one of the best ones, as well as Axel. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I don't really care about the Bug Lady, Raven, and like a lot of those characters.
Right, so you're saying that about half of the characters is gone for you.
Yeah. The whole, I guess, prom was didn't really care for that. I wanted to see some epic at the end. I was like, okay, let's go off on a badass cliffhanger or something.
Yeah.
We brought in the Minion, which was pretty fucking dumb. We get the
Joe
reveal.
was like, is this what happens in the game? And I'm like, no. No. This.
He looked like Power Ranger, one of the bad Zed or something.
Looks like Zed.
Exactly.
Zed.
I was like, what is this?
A
like
Timu Zed.
Yeah. And then after that, they go to the cabin. It was okay, but then we get a
bit of a happy ending kind of thing. And
yeah,
then
you get
interrupted.
You get another reveal of what's going on. I don't care. I was like, oh, this person's here. Like, season 3. I don't want it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It's goofy. Without.
Did you like that? Did you like it less than me and Joe? It seems.
Oh yeah, very much so. I think it's better than season 2, or season 1. No doubt. We've improved because we've gone and we've actually hit some of the important stuff. But like Joe mentioned, it's like we got more cars, but I don't think that it was great. I mean, at best, we get pretty good stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of tension in the cars because they're firing guns, but the guns don't kill people. They can't kill people.
The whole series,
it's just like
they're like flashy lights.
And then it's like sparks flying. And then I get it. Some people like the zany, the goofy, the ridiculous. CW is incredibly popular for a fucking reason. People really liked Knuckles for a fucking reason. This is closer to Knuckles as a video game like inspired show because it doesn't really have a whole lot to do with the Knuckles. We get a little bit every now and then, but it's more about like the goofy shit around him.
The family
and honestly, I just like that stuff. It doesn't resonate with me. So. I don't like it. Wouldn't want to watch it. I didn't enjoy watching it. I think that the high school stuff, there was of course some charming moments. I think Samoa Joe and Will Arnett are awesome as Sweet Tooth. They're both fucking incredible. There were some parts that of course are charming. At the end, I was like, oh cool, we're gonna do a happy ending thing. Hopefully this is the end. And then they're like, just Zed's back, and it's actually you. You'll never guess who it is. And it's like, who gives a shit? Like this is fucking. It's just like there were so many times where it's like, I don't care. Like you've done nothing to set up these moments or make me like any of these characters.
Here's the people who we give a shit about. Sweet Tooth. You want to show me? Do stuff with that. Axel, and they did stuff with Axel, and that's when the series was running well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and even then they throw these things in with like they weird forced drama with John. He makes a mistake and it drives a wedge, and then they're no longer together, and then we got to do something to get back together.
Yes.
But so it's like that's unendearing to me. That's more like what the fuck is this? Is young adult CW drama stuff, and that's not what I want to watch on TV. It's not what I wanted Twisted Metal to be fucking ever. I never thought I'd be watching a Twisted Metal TV show where we're having an intervention for Axel.
Yeah,
because he's addicted to drinking gas.
Yeah, an intervention for Axel where he reclaims his agency.
And he's like, I can be free of the gas. And you know what screams Twisted Metal? Fist fights, because this show has more fist fights than it has cars. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna do this now. We're gonna do this now. And then every now and then they do some really cool shit with clips. So I'm like, I'm interested in that. Show me more of that shit.
Twisted Metal, therapeutic healing and broisms.
Yeah,
and loving each other as best friends.
And Mr.
Twisted Metal.
More than best
Mr. Grimm
friends.
having sex with Infested,
Yes.
but mid-coitus, right before the grand finish, Sweet Tooth says something mean, and they do She's All That.
Yes.
She's all that, yeah.
You won the bet.
What the fuck?
Oh, it was just you won the bet to fuck the girl. Oh, gross. Isn't it? Her name's Vermin? Isn't it Vermin, not Infested? Whatever.
Yeah, and another one that I kind of like was eye rolling was the other wedge with fucking Mayhem, and then he's like, I just want a place.
Mayhem was.
I
I
just
was
want a
so
place
worried
to
about this
belong,
Mayhem character.
and now they're with John,
Right.
and he's like, oh, I
Yeah.
got something important to tell them. Oh, she's a liability. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell him now. He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
All
come
that
on,
tropey
come on.
writing that is so fucking juvenile
Yes.
and low effort, and it sucks. And at least she didn't win the fucking tournament. We were predicting and we were estimating that she'd just win at the end. Yeah.
But the notion was correct. You just had the wrong character.
Correct. The notion was right, but it was the wrong side character, fucking feel-good thing. And yeah, it's a shame, but it is wild, it's wacky, and this is what they wanted to do with Twisted Metal. And I don't know. I will give it the benefit of the doubt and say that the majority of this is to hide its lower budget, is to hide the car battles. In fact, one of the better car battles where we get these towers that fire lightning bolts everywhere. It looks cool as shit.
Yeah.
You got purple and blue lightning. You had the sky darkening just like in the games. And they're driving around, and there's explanations. Hey, you can't see every single car, so it makes sense that you can only fight one or two cars at a time. This is ruined by cutting back to a fucking trial of
like you
somebody
killed
who
Mike.
killed a paper bag. And
Mike.
then somebody killed Mike, who was hiding his cannibalistic tendencies. Mike was such a good guy, but he couldn't help but eat
You're like,
people.
what are you
Callisto
doing?
knows all things
this
at
is so
all times,
cool.
and he can pinpoint your location anywhere in the United States, but he doesn't know that guy killed himself. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, that's what
it's dumb.
His power is inconsistent. He can do a lot of things. I'm gonna assume that he's not all knowing like that. But
I'd rather
it's
have
still dumb.
I'd rather have 6 episodes, have it be more of the car stuff, and make it tighter instead of all this other stuff. Like waste
But
your
you
money
can
on
tell
this
that
stuff.
the car stuff was straining for them because like Grimm is driving around and there's so many scenes of cars going and like every single shot missing Grimm because his back is literally exposed. He's just
I
a
was like,
dude
how
on a
can you not
motorcycle.
hit this
Doesn't
guy?
make sense on Twisted Metal either, but it makes even less sense in live action. And finally he gets taken out. And unfortunately, it is wholly dissatisfying. A lot of the conclusions to these different cars and characters. And we can go through each conclusion in a breakdown. But I do want to say once again, at least this is better than first season.
Yes.
I don't understand what people saw in first season because it was basically this goofy zaniness without good jokes and without the car battles and without the tournament. Now
There's
we
the
get the
member berries.
zaniness with some of the jokes actually being funny. And some car battles. And the tournament. And the addition of the two best characters of the new best characters of the series, Calypso and Axel. Without Axel, without Calypso, this would have been shit. Garbage. And it will be those two really elevated. So, after 12 fucking episodes, and I was actually excited for these last 3, man. I wrapped up the last night. I wrapped up 8 and 9, and I was like, all right, man, I can't wait for the tournament and to see how this wraps up. Disappointed.
Yeah.
Disappointed with the minion thing.
the
Disappointed
final
with the
tournament,
cabin thing. Disappointed with the inner versus outer war and what they want to do with it. And if they redid another tournament, it would. I don't think they have the ability. I don't think they have the budget. I don't think they have the
Especially on the third.
creativity to do another tournament. Yes, Calypso's going to factor in. Yes, but to a lesser extent. And I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go. I'll look up whether there's going to be a season 3 already greenlit or not. But I unfortunately got that bad taste left in my mouth from that last episode, even though I was on the upward trend. So let's go to final verdicts for Twisted Metal Season 2.
It went up. I'm going to go with the 5. I think it's an average film or average TV show. A lot of good moments, but a lot it dragging down with stuff I don't really care about, the family stuff, the John and the drama stuff I didn't really care about. A lot of the high school stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to see more of Axel and Calypso. They focused on the wrong part. 5.
Yeah.
It was getting better, but I don't care for season 3. I was very disappointed with the tournament. I don't know where you could go from here to make me go higher.
Were you as excited as I was? Were you like, hey, this is on an upward trend, and then the last 3 episodes ruined it for you?
I was like, this is getting better.
Getting
and then
better?
Well, there's a stink.
Okay. Just curious if that was just only my experience.
Yeah, I liked it a little less. Undoubtedly better than the last season. I thought they were going to do some more creative. Look, I know that we can't do Twisted Metal. It totally makes sense that they're sitting down in the writer room going, Twisted Metal as a video game is too expensive and too goddamn hard for us on a streaming TV budget to make work. I totally get that. The problem is when then you got to show me some other things. The jokes I don't think are particularly good. We went goofy and zany instead of, because I know comedy writing is tough, and so it's easy to have Vermin running around as
weird,
being totally weird, and all the crazy things that she was getting into. And then I thought, oh, cool, maybe we're going to do something interesting with this hand-to-hand combat thing. We're going to do something where it's cheap to have people do hand-to-hand combat. We can give them weapons. We can have a couple rounds of the tournament do this. And that whole episode was more about an intervention and, like, bonkers dumbassness. And then we get to the lightning scene, really kind of cool, kind of dark and kind of weird. You don't really get to see what's kind of happening. They shoot at each other constantly, but, guns don't kill people. Only special weapons kill people. And then right when I was like, hey, this could actually turn into something good, they dropped Zed onto the battlefield, and then you fucking failed. And so it's like you started out terrible.
Timo Zed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you enjoy it, awesome. I did not. I think it's a below average TV show.
The bipedal nature of Minion is novel. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's cool, Joe. You just don't get it.
Yeah.
It moves more quickly than anyone would expect, and it can take a punch like you wouldn't believe.
Yep.
It's, by the way, this is a review or a thing written on NBC.com.
Yeah.
NBC owns Peacock and Twisted Metal. What the fuck?
Subscribe for a lifetime. It's so good.
NBC Insider. Cassidy Ward.
This show's running on all
very kind to the series.
2 cylinders. It only has a 2-cylinder.
Okay, so the rating again
5
and 4. And last season,
Probably
remember, is
it's
like a
pretty
2.
low.
Yeah. So I really was cruising for a 6. I think it even had the potential for an 8. That's how excited I was. It's how good I was on the series. I love the characters. Here, I love Sweet Tooth, and last season he was the best part of the show. And here he continues to be a better part of the show, but he's more sidelined for Stu and Mike and Dave. Like, I don't give a
You don't
fuck
like
about
Dave?
Stu wanting to go back to his friendship with Mike, and it is dragged
It's more
out
than a friendship.
episode after episode after episode of Stu, when this could all just be Sweet Tooth shit. And so Sweet Tooth gets sidelined.
What was Knuckles' guy's name? Because that's exactly what it was. It's like, we care about those characters, and you keep showing me.
Yeah, don't bring it up. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
What's his name?
Wade.
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 We write Wade over the Knuckles logo, and I still can't remember Wade's goddamn name. And so that kind of ruined the Sweet Tooth subplot for me. The Raven subplot, getting her girlfriend back and being a fucking bitch to everybody in high school, and she's a mean girl. I don't care. I did really like Axel. This was one of the better parts. If shit was running as it was running with Axel, we're in 8 out of 10 territory. He's got an interesting past. He's a fucking assassin, and he kills a family, and there's a baby, and it fucks him up, so he starts taking care of the baby. And then when it is revealed, and I saw this coming, at some point with Mayhem is revealed to be the baby Axel was taking care of. And you think, okay, this is going to go somewhere. And within the span of 5 seconds, it goes nowhere and ends completely. And, of course, you know what happens where Axel makes a sacrifice in order to save. And it's like, I hope Axel is not dead. I hope they bring Axel back because he is literally the best part. The only thing I could see is that he fused with the car even more because it heated up his arms when he was getting hit.
He just drives off.
And then he drives off, and nobody bothers to follow him. They're like, oh man, Axel, our friend who literally saved our lives from these crash test dummies, which I appreciated the song, the song. It was awesome. See, this is why I like all the goofiness of the high school stuff. It was kind of working. So they become friends with him, and then nobody bothers to check on Axel.
We had stuff to do with Dave, Joe.
It's fucking stupid, and it upset me, and so one of the better aspects is gone, and then I'm like, well, fuck, what are these next 2 episodes going to be like? And unfortunately, it dropped the ball on him. Grim, and so you're like, okay, that's fine. We're sidelining Sweet Tooth so that he can have his final battle with Grim, and it's gonna be interesting. And honestly, it was meh. The final battle with Grim.
At least you gotta have sex.
Yeah. Grim never uses anything cool from his motorcycle. You think you'd have that screaming fucking missile with a skull on it.
I was hoping for more specials that they did.
Right, they didn't do a lot of specials. The Junkyard Dog didn't even get to use the whip from his tow truck. He blows up before he gets a chance to even do that. And I'm like, yeah, that effect probably would have been difficult to pull off. But you got to hire somebody. Yeah, go to the fucking local monster truck rallies or something and get experts with cars and vehicles and explosions. Because what you had here was basically done at a bare minimum level. Everything is bare minimum. It's like, okay, I'll accept that, but that's bare minimum. Can I get something better?
I'd rather have like some tacky special effects of them doing cool stuff.
Right.
But I'm not talking about the Minion. That was dumb.
Yeah, that was bad.
Just car
just
stuff.
This plastic armor.
Like explosions
and everybody's shooting at this plastic
else.
armor in slow-mo, and then they do this really bad fast effect where CW graphics where he's doing butterfly kicks, and I'm like, what is this, Twisted Metal? And it goes back to my first episode where I smashed the logo Twisted Metal at that drama from the fucking thing. Turns out I was right, because y'all were like, oh, man, you're misrepresenting the show. It isn't all about that. All right, all one fan, you know. But anyways, and I became a fan. And I became a fan of this in season 2. I really did, of these characters and of these people. But unfortunately, I wanted better for the conclusion. I wanted better for the world and the universe. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I am going, I was wavering between a 6, an 8. But those last 3 episodes really undercut that. Man, that fucking ending really bad. It was one of those times where it's like we're on the up and up, and then the ending makes me hate it.
Yeah, you waste my goddamn time.
I wanted to go 6 out of 10. I'm gonna end up at a 5 out of 10. You got half of it right, and the other half we can talk about what went wrong, and we will do so rather briefly because I know only 100 of you care. So and I just don't know if they can do a 3rd season unless, like I said, it's a loss leader. Disney Plus knows that Andor is expensive as fuck, and they know it doesn't make as much money, and it's lower viewership than something like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but they're going to do it because they know it's top quality stuff. It's going to be there for the future. It can be watched over and over, and so they'll spend a little money. And I'm sure the executives are like, man, I can't wait for the next episode. I don't think the executives give a fuck about this. So I'm curious whether they're going to continue to spend the money necessary, or they realize, let's get this tournament out of the way because it is the most expensive thing. Now we can do this other thing without the tournament strapping us down, and we can save money that way, and season 3 will cost less, and we can wrap it up. And the most we can look forward to in season 3 is maybe a little bit more Calypso backstory. The team of John and Quiet and Stu versus
But
Calypso.
you got Minion, though.
And then the fucking Minion thing of John
Sweet Tooth's dad
potentially getting his sister back. And then we bring in Sweet Tooth's dad. So there is, as a fan of Twisted Metal, there's some interesting characters that you can mine and bring in more racers. But if the tournament is over, then what? I mean,
They got to fight the
I'm
innies.
worried about what they're going to do with
They have to fight the innies.
Okay, the fucking taxis with a single pistol on the fucking hood. Did you see these pathetic cars coming out with a single
ones,
pistol? It's not a pistol, but it looks like one, right? So then I guess if you get back in your cars, and at the end of the series, they're without their cars. Well, who would have thunk it? We got to get our cars back. So they'll get their cars back, and I guess it'll just be a world war is what they're trying to set up. And I'm like, you ain't got the budget for that.
Yeah, we're going to do a class war.
Well,
And,
no, we need to do like more of a town war, right? That's our budget.
I don't know about a town.
Not even
This
town?
is a village war.
Oh, shit.
There's something below town and village. This is an outpost war.
We ain't got the funds.
We're also
This
running
is-
out of dumbass tropes to do. Because we didn't even get to all of the dumbass tropes where Mayhem is like, she's so happy that she's part of the group again, and then she overhears John and Quiet trying to protect her, but she hears the wrong half of the conversation.
That
hated
literally
that.
happened in
Yes.
the series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
I hated
You want
that.
to do it again?
So I mean, we're running out of them because
Okay,
we're doing all of them. We've all of the low rent. I don't know how to write in Hollywood or
And
whatever
I'm gonna
streaming counts as.
I'm going to lean on these things that are done
To go nowhere.
time and time
You don't even
again.
develop it.
And it's all resolved within 15 seconds. I swear to God, there's this moment where like there's all these reveals, and then the final and then it's over. Like I'm like, whoa, whiplash of how quickly. None of this is allowed to breathe. None of it is allowed to go more than one episode. Anyways, 5 out of 10. And on the scale, that's actually pretty good. You done doubled your score last year, more than
You
doubled
did.
your score last year. But this had the potential to really, hit it out of the park. And I saw some good stuff here. 8 out of 10. So if you, I think we're all in agreement, even us, and probably even you, that season 2 is better than season 1.
For sure.
It's just how much did you enjoy that ending? How much did you find the character things satisfying at the end? And the car combat, because this is Twisted Metal, and we have to talk about, did you find the car combat satisfying? And that's probably the least satisfying thing of the whole series, and that's disappointing. All right, wholly unsatisfying, really stupid. I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
I'm not looking forward to the third.
Yeah.
If there's going to be a third.
And then John basically, they decide to hunt down and kill Calypso because they're like, we got to kill the guy with the deck of cards. Then a post-credit scene, a chain Sweet Tooth drug off. And then also there's another post-credit scene where there's hints of a missing piece from the place where Axel is created. Yeah. And I think Alex said this was somebody else. Auger or something.
I wasn't paying that much, but yeah, Auger is one of the ones from the later. And
maybe
he's got
another
the
car.
Yeah,
I thought it was just Axel going back to repair himself or something.
I hope so. I hope it was a tease at Axel, but I don't know because
but
Axel
he
was
is
the best
like
part.
welded on. I don't know how he
How's
can
the man
fix
gonna
himself.
take a shit? How's he gonna eat? How's he gonna fucking piss? I guess you could just piss, but how's he gonna fucking eat?
He's like, I haven't changed my pants in weeks. Oh no!
That's the only thing we want to know from season 3. Did Axel survive, or is he literally dead on the tarmac right now, and he just rolled a few inches, and he's just there? If you did that, fuck you and fuck your whole series. Okay, all right, that's about it. And thumbs down,
Yep.
way down. Even worse than the last episode because there was no tournament and gunfire and cool shit.
You got Minion back.
Literally, this episode is they try to give you a little bit of a family thing and a little bit of feel good, and then they set up season 3. And it's full season 3, and season 3 doesn't sound good. And it's not like he's like, okay, let's do another tournament. I guess maybe they could do the world tournament because it's a world war or something. Because they did do the world tournaments in Twisted Metal, but I don't know. And like Alex said, I just don't think they have the budget to be able to pull it off. I think it'll be small time. Calypso is one of the better characters. He will be returning, and hopefully it's the same actor, and that might be cool. Because how do you fight a guy that can literally do anything with?
You make him get in a car.
Huh?
You
make him play by your rules because it's more exciting, and then if he loses, then he loses. That's probably how they'll do it. But then that means another tournament.
Another tournament, or I mean, that's how he was defeated the first time. It's
presumably, if they do this, it'll be in 2 years, 2027. So if we hear news, the first thing they better say is we're going to do another tournament, and Calypso, and we're bringing more racers and more action like you guys want. Less, high school reunion drama and more car combat action.
That one's cheap, though.
Or are they doing the thing where it's like, oh, you guys wanted the car tournament combat? Well, we did it and we got it out of the way. Now we're going back to what we wanted, which is season 1. Maybe some people are down for that.
A lot of people really like season 1.
But not for us. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. That's 9 fucking hours of episodes in one review.
Oh, man.
For all 3 of you that are going to watch this, thank you very much. But we did it. When we start something, we finish something. All right? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.